Hi, today's video is actually a spin-off of a tag video. I saw a tag video about what are your duplicates in your collection, and as I went to go do that video, I realized I had so many that I decided to break it into like a series. So hopefully you'll stick around and watch part one of my series, which is the Speedy. My first Speedy is gonna be my favorite. Surprise, surprise, the Louis Vuitton Dr Bag. This bag is basically me in a bag form. She reminds me of a doctor's bag, an old school doctor's bag, and a mailbox all wrapped in one. She has a very convenient slip pocket here, which I honestly don't use unless it's for, a quick minute. And she has two pockets on the sides. There's three pockets on the sides. There's this one that runs the length, and this one is actually split into two slip pockets. And I really try not to put a card or anything down in there because I do change my bag pretty often, and I think that's how things get lost. I try to put my cards back into a card holder or wallet. So the Speedy Dr Bag is definitely my number one. My number two Speedy is going to be the Damier Ebene Speedy Bandolier. Isn't she gorgeous? This bag is an all-weather bag, no matter what. Even though I don't have all weather where I live, we pretty much have summer and rain. That's pretty much it. But if I wanted to see snow, I could take her with me. So she's gorgeous. She has an interior pocket, but I'm not going to show you because one, I know you've all seen it before, and two, she's stuffed. So she's gorgeous, and she's a great bag for when it rains. I pretty much use her mostly for the rain. No vacchetta, no stains, no nothing. This is a good, winter bag for me. So she is quite awesome. And I'll tell you a little story. I wish I had not gotten this bag where I got her. I was wrapped around the whole made in France thing for a minute, and I basically had my husband pick this up for me in Japan instead of here in Hawaii where Louis Vuitton is less expensive. I should have just went for the one made in USA because they're basically the same, but now I learned, and there you go. So there she is. And she's number two. My number three bag is the Vuitton Kasama Speedy. Isn't she cute? I just added the Hawaii luggage check because I pretty much don't take this tag off. I normally don't leave tags on bags unless it's something that this is the only tag that I'll use on this bag. So I definitely leave this one on because this is the only tag that I will use. I used to kind of interchange them out, but once I saw this one and loved it, I just basically leave it there. She's so pretty. The only, I would say, down part to this bag is the fact that there's no strap. I have grown to learn that I need a Speedy that I can top handle and strap it with. I need a bandolier. So, but I'm still happy I got her because, she's gorgeous and blue and just beautiful. She's definitely my number three girl. My number four Speedy is the vintage time trunk. Isn't she gorgeous? She's such a special bag, and I really love it. The fact that she actually zips down a little bit, so you're not just opening right here, because she's, I think, the size a 23. I don't think she's actually a 25, but I like the fact that you can just open her up and see everything inside that you need to see. And sometimes I don't always close my bag all the way, and if I need to dig in it and get something out, she's great because she zips down on so far on the sides. I love this bag. There she is. And I actually almost sold this bag. I had her on the chopping block, and I am so glad that I didn't. I just changed my mind. I don't know what happened. I just said, I just changed my mind, which is very common for me. And I'm so glad I changed my mind because she is a beautiful girl. And I love the fact that she's a bandolier too. So definitely, if you can get one, I wouldn't say she's my favorite because the Dr. Bag is definitely my #1 girl, but she is a special girl. Next, I want to share my Louis Vuitton Mirror Speedy. Although it says 30, I swear it's a 35 because this is a big girl. I love that slit pocket on the side, which I don't use. I love the fact that she is in pristine condition. I actually got her this year pre-loved, and she was in such great condition, and the seller actually went down on the price, and that's when I saw that he had went down on the price, I just jumped on it. And of course I had it authenticated, but she's stuffed, but you can see the inside just a little bit. Super clean, super perfect. You can tell the owner didn't carry it much, they just had it on a shelf somewhere. But for me, that's not doable. I'm definitely rocking my girl. I'm not sure how durable she is in the rain, but I just try not to chance it. I don't take her out in the rain. If I know it's raining or going to rain, I won't bother to take her out. But she is gorgeous. And she came with a clochette, but I just don't leave it on. There she is. So I know this video is about multiples. So she is actually a 2-time girl. This is my Louis Vuitton World Tour Speedy Bandolier. Isn't she gorgeous? She is a beautiful bag. And the reason she's a 2-timer or a duplicate is because the original one I had gotten a sticker on the side, and unfortunately, because the inside is a beautiful red, she unfortunately bled from the inside to the outside and turned my sticker pink. So when I switched it out, I was gonna get the same thing because I really like that, that sticker. If I find it, I'll stick it here somewhere. And I really liked it, but I thought, you know what, that might continue to happen. So I just decided to skip on the stickers and only go with a small initial on the side. But it's okay. And I got the same mustard color, so it basically blends in. But I really like this bag. I would say this was my go-to bag for a very long time. Very long time. This was my everyday ride or die for a long time. I don't use her as much anymore because I have so many, but yeah, for a long time, this was it. My next Speedy, I wouldn't say consolation prize, but she's basically a consolation prize. I wanted for a very long time the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in Empreinte in Noir, and I couldn't find it. My SA ordered it, and my SA is a miracle worker, and she couldn't find it. So they discontinued the bag, but they had the 25, and I'm really not a 25 girl, not all the time. I know my vintage time trunk is smaller, but for an everyday bag, I want a 30. So I decided not to settle. And then this came along. There she is, the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in epi leather. She's gorgeous. I'm sorry, most of my bags are stuffed, so there we go. And there's a pocket on the inside. I got this from a Japan seller on eBay, and I had it authenticated, and I really like this bag, but I don't use her as much unless it's raining because there's no strap. And that was when I was kind of coming to that realization that I am definitely a bandolier kind of girl. So, but I do love this bag, and she is durable, and she is beautiful. So there you go. So my next one is my cutie pie of the group. She is the Louis Vuitton Amazon Blue Speedy. Isn't she cute? I love this bag because although she doesn't unzip down onto the sides, she zips across and opens farther wide, so you can just open her like that. And she definitely has a wide opening. I really love that about this style. I wish the straps were detachable, but this is probably the only Speedy, this is my only Speedy that does a crossbody on me. And I really like that fact about her. And it's so funny because I would say every 4 or 5 times I wear this bag out somewhere, somebody thinks it's fake. And it's so hilarious to me that I just kind of gotta go, whatever. But yeah, she is my girl. Isn't she cute? My next Speedy is what I like to call the best of both worlds. I really wanted to try the Speedy 35, and I also wanted to try Mon Mono. So I ended up with a Speedy 35 in Mon Mono, and here she is. I didn't necessarily want them at the same time, but I just figured I'd just try it all at once. There has been no chipping, no flaking, no nothing wrong with this bag. I don't use her that much just because it rains periodically here, just randomly in the middle of the day. But I did do the whole, set it in a room and let it tan itself thing. I think it was Mansour Ashley who said it in his video, and I watched it, and it actually worked, because even though I might have the oils on my hand haven't changed it or anything like that, it's just a great bag. And to be honest, for everyday use, it's a bit big for me, even though it is a bandolier. I probably just use this for travel, or days that I know I want to take something huge like my tablet or something bigger to work with me. That's when I'll use this bag. But she's definitely not my everyday girl, but she is beautiful. Now my next bag is definitely happy birthday, rainbow bright, fun in the sun, all in one. It's the Louis Vuitton Multicolor Speedy. I love this bag. She is so much fun. She's one of those bags that every time you see it, you can't help but smile, because she is just basically a happy bag. I keep them stuffed, I'm sorry. And she has a microfiber lining, and she is gorgeous, I would say, and clankety. That's what that clank noise is. And if I had to say two things that I would change about this bag, would be, one, I would make her a bandolier as an option, and two, she is a heavy girl. She's not the girl that you want to take shopping, because once you're dragged this around after that 3rd or 4th hour, you're exhausted from carrying her. She is definitely, I think she's probably 1 and 2 with the Boyd Chapeau on being heavy. She is just a heavy girl, but I still love her. So definitely the Louis Vuitton Multicolor Speedy. So that made 11. My number 12 is the most adorable thing on the planet. This one is happiness pint-sized. The Louis Vuitton Mini Multicolor Speedy. Isn't she just completely adorable? Just completely. I just got this one this year, and she is in pristine condition. I keep her stuff still. And she actually fits a lot more than you would expect. There we go. She's just a great fun bag. I love this bag. And the friend that I bought her from, if he carried this bag 5 times, I'd be surprised. I haven't seen one in this great of condition on the pre-love market when I was looking around for one. I never saw one this awesome. So definitely my lucky day. And this was my Mother's Day gift this year. So my husband was like, go ahead and get a bag, and this is what I wanted for Mother's Day. She is just adorable. So I say the best for last and the best for first. So there we go. I hope you stuck around to see all 12 Speedies. Thank you for your time, and I hope you continue to watch this series.